продолжаем сегодня проходить Deus Ex. Абсолютно непонятная такая игра. 3 из 10 я ставлю. Вот, сегодня продолжаем. Будет еще один стрим по этой игре. Присоединиться позже. Не присоединяйтесь. Это уже на ваше усмотрение. Так, ребятушки, продолжаем. Прохождение. Поизучаем что-нибудь, как-нибудь, зачем-нибудь. Я не знаю, где мы находимся, в каком-то, блядь, пожилом городе. Как он называется, хрен маме пойми. Давай лучше. Ладно. Никто на нас не беседует.
Hey. Acknowledged.
Ну, робота обезвредили.
That's the main entrance. You'll either need the access code or explosives to get inside.
Я это сделал. Загрузка на отмычков не так уж и много, бля. Так, лимпопушки, лимпопа, пам.
What's up?
Repairing damage. Functionality restored. Greetings.
Don't tell me. You're one of them big city reporters. Thinks he's gonna bluff the management into giving him a peek at the new weapon.
How does a groundskeeper know about a classified prototype?
I was in on a consultation. That sucker they built shoots through walls. I'm supposed to keep an eye on the ecological impacts and not go too close to the rear of the complex.
I'd really like to see it.
Well, they only let me go as far as the storage closet, but for the right price, I could give you the code to the front door.
Here's some money for the door code.
Right on. Code's 5543. Just don't get yourself shot like the last guy.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Ну просто тупо башку. Все понятно. Кое-кого обезвредили. Подкрадулю. Нормально.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
That's the main entrance. You'll either need the access code or explosives to get inside.
Ёкарный баба еще и вылетел. Нормально, все нормально, ребятушки, все зашибись. Еще разочек пройдем, ничего страшного.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Greetings. Initiating repairs. Finished.
А, только два можно, заебись. Ну вот, сохранимся.
Don't tell me. You're one of the big city reporters. Thinks he's gonna bluff the management into giving them a...
How does the groundskeeper know about a classified prototype?
I was in on a consultation.
I'd really like to see it.
Well, they only let me go as far as the storage closet, but for the right...
Here's some money for the door code.
Right on. Code's 5...
found an alternate way in.
А ну, позови-ка. Это типа проход через крышу, что ли? Ёпарный. Да, хай. Это какая-то репетиция. Интересно. Да, да, да.
Authorized. Proceed.
Ну, окей, погнали. Най.
So the Order hired you to kill the chief scientist on the Magrail project. A pretty way to do business. The WTO prefers that you spare the scientist and instead upload the gun schematics to our Seattle headquarters. By law, all innovations must be registered and patented through one of our offices.
Тракс. Всем похрен, то, что я тут, блядь, тот они красный. Никто никуда не хочет в меня стрелять, да и хер меня на это всё. Да. Окей, ладно, погнали на лифте.
Dr. Nassif said to carry on like normal and wait for an extraction. If they won't smuggle us out of the country, I
heard you talking about Dr. Nassif.
This is a private laboratory. State your business.
I'm interested in contacting her. I was told that I could find her here.
You were mistaken.
I'm from the Tarsus program. Dr. Nassif would want me to be taken back into custody.
Tarsus? Oh well, we don't know anything about the trials. Don't tell me there's been an escape. I warned Dr. Nassif. I said that if she wasn't careful, they'd end up with a J.C. Denton on their hands.
I guess you're here to wipe us out, like J.C. Denton wiped out the people who ran his trials. Well, we aren't as diabolical as MJ-12 was. I hope you aren't planning to trigger another collapse.
I guess it depends. Is there a connection? I mean, between the Tarsus experiment and the initial biomod research?
Not that I know of, but Dr. Nassif did give me a strange reply when I mentioned the Dentons.
How so?
She said that in the life sciences, one should never be surprised when the snake swallows its own tail.
Just like her to flaunt her position.
A pretty cryptic comment.
Enough talk. You've put us in danger by coming here.
Sorry, just trying not to get left behind.
Talk to the Chicago project director. He's on the other side of the biolab. I'm pretty sure he ran the trials, but he doesn't tell us much.
We interrogated one of Captain Lamar's people. She said that the scientists in this laboratory are the ones who smuggled Dr. Nassif and her colleagues out of the city. See if you can find a clue to Dr. Nassif's whereabouts in the lab director's office.
We are not permitted. Director Carnegie from Chicago will handle your inquiries.
It looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
Блять. Чё? Дружочек, блять. И с ебанаткой. Берет батон. К семену, блять. Вспомните, пожалуйста. Да, блять, ребятушки. Мои хорошие.
Public Medical Terminal. Diagnostic Corpus updated daily.
We're seeing some aberrant behaviors in the target locking mechanism in Project Serpentine. It looks like there might be something off with the halonics. Take a look and let me know what you find.
Это где-то надо. 3. Окей.
You.
Yeah?
Your instructions were to remain in hiding until one of us contacted you.
You look like the man on the holocom who warned Dr. Nassif about the security breach.
I guess someone put you on our trail. Didn't take him long to get to you, did it?
I'm just looking for some answers. Tell me about the Magrail project and what it has to do with Apostle Corps.
Apostle Corps is not in the weapons business. Our people here control the biolab, that's it. We've been investigating the railgun project ourselves because it looks like Mako is gearing up for a large arms shipment. 500,000 units. We think the guns are headed for the Knights Templar.
Since when are there 500,000 Templars? That's as big as the security force of the WTO.
Exactly. The Order and WTO are just as worried as we are. The post-collapse balance of power is quite precarious.
What do the Templars want? World domination?
A world in their own image, perhaps. One that wouldn't include Apostle Corps. They categorically oppose all biomod technologies. We think they might have staged the Chicago attack merely to ensure that our laboratory was destroyed.
Destroy a whole city? For one laboratory?
If our other facilities survive, you will learn why. Until then, to reveal more would be unwise.
I want to see Dr. Nassif.
Dr. Nassif will contact you. Now leave at once. You are too valuable to us to be risking your life in foolish expeditions.
Do not trust this man. Continue your search. We need to know Dr. Nassif's location. Search the director's private office off this room for clues to her whereabouts. A data cube or Vimeo may point the way.
Окей, не будем уверить. Пере. Короче, кто-то что-то, наверное, ищет.
Just confirming my departure. No contact from Cairo yet. I don't know what we'll do if headquarters gets hit as well. More after I arrive in Egypt.
So Apostle Corps has some sort of home base in Cairo. I think you found your next line of investigation. But first, you must steal those plans for the mag rail.
We're seeing some aberrant behaviors in the target locking mechanism in Project Serpentine. It looks like there might be something wrong with the mnemonics. Take a look and let me know what you find.
Так, идем дальше. Пойдем другим.
It looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
Listen to me. The secret... of our organization is vital, not just to you, but to billions of people who will be affected by our research.
In your time of need, consider
We're seeing
piezo
some
camera.
aberrant behaviors in the target
Piezo
launching
camera.
mechanism
They
of
are for
Project
life.
Serpentine. It looks like there might be something wrong with the harmonics. Take a look and let me know what you find.
Just confirming my departure. No contact from Cairo yet. I don't know what we'll do if headquarters gets hit as well. More after I arrive in Egypt.
И все. Куда дальше идти? Как им владеть этим оружием?
I think I might be coming down with something.
Давай, все идем.
It looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
Patience. All of us, Dr. Nassif included, were once trainees like you.
We're seeing some aberrant behaviors in the target locking mechanism in Project Serpentine. It looks like there might be something wrong with the harmonics. Take a look and let me know what you find.
Короче, здесь больше делать нечего. Это да. Читаю. Но убивать я не хочу это.
Need medical assistance? Experts recommend bots over human physicians 3-to-1.
Постоянно мочить.
Please, I know too much. Dr. Nassif would never have told you to come here.
Потому что я везде, где я только можно поднажимал, блядь.
I wanted it locked down. Your team was supposed to be evacuated 10 minutes ago.
But the Trier delivery is already a week behind schedule.
The client demands flawless security. Shut down.
Don, have you seen the latest ballistics from Project Xenos? We finally did it. Now we've just got to fix that bug in the threat assessment firmware.
Пожилой двор. Ну, погнали в пожилой двор. Посмотрим, что там у нас есть. Какой-то вход на ключ. Что за ход? Ферма.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Hey!
New repair tasks welcome.
Be careful of the automated turrets around here. They're on a hair trigger.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. It's starting now. No visitors. This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mako network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
Don, have you seen the latest ballistics from Project Xenos? We finally did it. Now we've just got to fix that.
Can I help you?
Are you the one who designed the mag rail?
Chief engineer. How'd you get down here?
I wandered off the tour. So you're custom designing weapons for this group calling itself the Templars?
Talk to sales, I just built the thing. Don't ask me why we want to arm a bunch of bigots. Genetic purists.
Doesn't sound like you believe in your work.
If the Templars are so appalled by body modification, what do they plan to do with 50,000 magnetic pulse firearms, hmm?
What if I wanted to take a look at the prototype?
Doesn't matter much to me. Sure, take a look. Go over to the weapon case and get ready to press that button. Meanwhile, I'll unlock the controls from the safety of my office. No offense, but I'm not standing out in the open while a stranger is fingering the trigger of the mag rail.
Thanks. I promise not to break it.
Just wait by the case. I'll unlock the access panel from my office.
Dr. Manis, we recognize that someone of your stature at Mako Ballistics is involved.
Надо что-то выкинуть, наверное.
Involved in several top-ranking development projects. We also know that we've given you millions of credits for this exclusive contract, so we feel we are within rights to demand that you meet your deadlines and provide another demonstration as soon as possible. Dr. Manis, we recognize that someone of your stature at Mako Ballistics is involved in several top-ranking development projects. We also know that we've given you millions of credits for this exclusive contract, so we feel we are within rights to...
Should have been here an hour ago. They let me fire one.
I do not understand why you insist on following the WTO's greed and self-interest. Think about all the people that will be endangered now that they have the schematics for its weapon. May Her Holiness help you find a way out of the WTO's snare.
Да я ж могу, бобры, блять. Самое интересное, сзади и стоят. Очень интересно.
Ready when you are, Alex. Look for me on the roof.
Public repair platform. Accepting task requests.
Я уже забыл, как я туда поднимался. На эту хренную воду. Вообще даже никто не стреляет, даже не пытается. Просто тупо, блядь, прошел нахуй и этим щеты пизды, блядь, такой.
Hi.
Acknowledged.
В другую сторону. Я не помню, где я поднимался. Сейчас слово. Как-то поднимался я туда и сразу же забыл.
Stupid dental plan.
Welcome to Mako Ballistics.
О.
Thanks for sticking around. What are the chances that you could take me to Cairo?
Cairo would be an acceptable destination. I haven't yet searched Cairo for my passenger.
Is that what you do? Go from city to city looking for one person?
It's an unusual assignment, but I'm committed to carrying it out. Let's go.
All right, I'm ready.
Пипец. А чё меня вас опять убило? Просто даже нет заставы перемещения.
I was unable to locate Cairo International Airport. This small landing pad was the closest I could come to the city center.
Why'd you expect to find an international airport?
According to my map, there should be an airport 22 kilometers northeast of central Cairo. Instead, that seems to be the site of a landfill.
There hasn't been commercial air travel since the collapse, 20 years ago.
Perhaps my navigation database is out of date.
I'm talking about the collapse, the biggest depression in world history. I guess you don't follow current events.
Of course I know about the collapse. If I fail to find the passenger I'm looking for, I'll be available to take you to another destination. If
so, we'll leave from this landing pad.
Once again, good work in Seattle. The WTO is making good use of the data. Your next objective, destroy the Nassif family's greenhouse, which is in the northwest corner of the South Medina. The experimental greenhouse, a violation of WTO regulations, should lead us to Dr. Nassif.
Just taking a break. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to our small Medina.
Hi, name's Alex.
Pardon the simplicity of this drawing, but I like to give newcomers a map so they can find their way around. The local business owners are always complaining that they don't get enough foot traffic.
Thanks, that's very thoughtful.
There were some murders here last night. It's actually, I'm looking for work.
Well, someone new in the Medina. Don't worry about catching the plague at my little coffee stand. We are a high-priority zone for the bots, and we sterilize our equipment with infrasound.
That's good to hear.
People come to the old city to find the black market. Is that why you risk getting infected?
Security must be pretty non-existent around here. Is there a lot of crime?
Not my concern. There is always strife. I asked because I can make a deal for someone who could get into the New Cairo archaeology and do Queequegs a favor.
I'm listening.
The regional director has been disappointed in my profits since the intensification of Nanite Swell 11. I lose the shop if I can't find a way to impress him.
What am I supposed to do?
NG Resonance is playing a concert in the archaeology tomorrow. I need someone to convince her to endorse Queequegs. From what I hear, her manager, Miss Withers, can easily be bribed. Try to catch her waiting for NG and offer her some money. If she accepts, I will compensate you with a choice of several weapon mods, which I found on a dead Omar.
Miss Withers, huh? I'll let you know if I run into her.
I need a miracle to save my job.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Stand back. SSC on duty.
We'll try to overlook your betrayal at the Mako facility if you help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in this plague-stricken village. Billy Adams will be coordinating the investigation from the mosque that lies between the archaeology and the village. Report to her at once.
No more congestion. No more for you, sir. You look like a discriminating person. Someone who knows innovation when he sees it.
Where are you going with this?
Are you tired of breathers? Are you sick of the Plague 11 cough? Have you had it with dizzy spells? I want to tell you about an amazing new elixir.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I really don't.
Combining ancient herbal remedies with state-of-the-art nanopathology research, we have produced the first and only anti-Plague 11 tonic, and infused it into this special cola drink to make it a delicious way to fight the effects of the Nanite cloud. Fight Attack Cure 11.
Yeah, that's fascinating, but...
Today only, we're offering a special price. Would you like to make a purchase?
Sure.
Is there a problem?
Hang on, I've got to make some room.
You owe it to yourself and your family to purchase the only real Plague 11 cure. Why struggle with breathers when simply drinking this tonic can counter all of the nanites effects?
Ничего не предлагает. Я думал, у меня этот противогаз.
You have been conditioned by this society.
You're welcome to listen in. Just don't disturb the worshippers.
Shh. Do not spread corruption and disorder. Acknowledge your responsibility.
Welcome.
Turn your attention away from creation toward that which is uncreated. Ignore the human-made hierarchies and material miseries. As you achieve this state of consciousness, you will achieve samadhi and be ecstatically transported outside the bounds and limits imposed upon your spirit by today's society's terrible disorder. Shed your worldly connections. Develop your furcan. It enables you to distinguish between true and false, between real and fiction, between order and chaos. Deep in your heart, you know the path you seek. You must relearn to access it by turning your back on this materialistic society. Shed your world.
Listen, Her Holiness has much to teach us.
Давай в мечеть ордена зайдем. Жилого, блядь.
This is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. I'll transmit...
Okay.
Thanks, you're clear to enter now.
WTO indifference to nanite pollution is the reason for the plague that has decimated the village. If you and Billy can help the locals, maybe you can win their trust and get some information on Dr. Nassif.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. The unlock weapon scan will automatically reactivate it.
I need to return in time. Tell me about this epidemic.
The air's full of toxic nanite debris. Decades-old fallout from the collapse, they say. They keep dragging in more villagers. A pretty pitiful sight.
What are we supposed to do?
As far as I'm concerned, it's not our problem.
Hyoger Chen said you were in charge of handling the epidemic.
She told me to send you into the Medina, the village, to talk to the Omar in their hideout. Supposedly, they say that the WTO has technology to clean up the nanites, but won't use it.
It's quite a claim.
Well, apparently they can get you inside an arcology facility where there's proof. Personally, I'm not going to waste my time saving the planet until we figure out where Dr. Nassif is hiding.
Hyoger Chen is a fine seeker. She has a strong heart. But a strong heart often runs contrary to a seeker's purpose.
I don't believe we've met.
Lumen Saman from the German Shard. My pleasure. I was hoping one of Billy's former classmates would show up.
Do you think Dr. Nassif is still in Cairo?
We have good reason to believe that Apostle Corps' headquarters are in Cairo. This is where she would go looking for help.
History moves in fits and starts. Obviously, you're too young to remember pre-collapse society. I watched 2 centuries of progress vanish during 2 minutes on the evening news.
Destruction, that's easy. But Her Holiness and Chairman Junier think... They can reunify the planet with a simple decree.
Just doing my job.
Thank heaven for the church.
Maybe it is a judgment on us.
Someone in archaeology started that rumor so that we'd blame ourselves.
Chica.
I'm here to see a doctor and nobody else. Don't bother me about my beliefs.
Greetings.
Maybe if they knew that I'm...
You look fine to me.
Anything I can do to help?
Just stay out of the way. Too many patients. No time for chit-chat.
As you wish. I just stopped by to talk to a friend of mine, Billy Adams. She's working with the Order Church.
The woman from Seattle, yes. Where are you from? You Cairo? Why come here? The air in the Medina is polluted.
Is it that serious?
Just take a look outside. It's nanite dust these people breathe, from nanite swell 11. Particles like little insects, unaffected by the wind. Probably a leak from a pre-collapsed laboratory that's been forgotten for 2 decades.
What?
I don't mean to interrupt.
You startled me there. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
What's wrong?
Well, it's my daughter, Mina. Look at her.
It's okay, Mom. I'll get better.
Ever since she didn't get into the Tarsus Academy, her infection has been getting worse. She should be up on level 107 right now, in her own dorm room, studying and breathing filtered air. She's always been such a good student.
I wish there was something I could do.
That's very kind. But unless you're on the admissions committee at the academy, or unless you're someone who can hack in and put Mina Amir on the acceptance list, there's not really much to do except wait and pray.
Really, Mom, I'll be fine.
Some of us still worship the old gods, despite everything that's happened.
She went into Tarsus, huh? I'll see what I can do.
Точно, я же оружие отобрали.
Sometimes High Augur Chen has her head in the clouds.
You disagree with the way High Augur Chen is doing things?
Amicably, to be sure. It's mostly a doctrinal dispute that stands between us.
What about Her Holiness? Doesn't she decide what the Church stands for?
Her Holiness and I amicably disagree also. My shard in Germany has a profound respect for the founding doctrines of the Order. What we don't understand are these recent revisions and reversals that seem to excuse the resurgence through the WTO of blind commercial interests.
You sound pretty upset.
My Seekers and I are most loyal to the doctrines laid down by Her Holiness after the collapse. What we propose, very openly, is a greater purity of interpretation of these founding principles.
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. The scanners in the doorway will reactivate all your weapons.
А, это я просто курган, понятно.
Done here, you just need to leave. The exit sensors will take care of weapon reactivation. If you're trying to enter, you're out of luck. No admittance without an arcology passcode. The unlock weapon scan is automatic. I don't have to do anything. The arcology is serious about enforcing security. There's no way in without an official passcode. When you're ready to go, just open the door. The automatic weapons reactivation systems take care of everything. The arcology is serious about enforcing security. There's no way in without an official passcode.
What brings the German Luminen to Cairo?
Let's just say that if this investigation of Apostle Core does indeed uncover technologies for the modification and co-modification of human bodies, I don't entirely trust the current leadership to destroy them.
What are you going to do?
Report the truth to my seekers, to true seekers everywhere. What more would be necessary? You want to hear more? Good. Let me explain how the Order should rebuild post-collapse society.
I'm listening.
Her Holiness was correct in the beginning to describe the problem as one of human growth. Human growth was impeded in the old society. Almost all men carry out the purposes of other men rather than their own, making them feel impotent in action. Bertrand Russell.
So,
Russell understood that people are creatures of impulse. The role of political philosophy should be to control the destructive impulses with constructive, creative ones. For example, allow each citizen to direct his own growth.
I thought the Order was a spiritual movement.
A spiritual movement about reconstituting the self, improving the self, finding balance with the world. Her Holiness knows that no balance is possible if the old world returns. Global capital, teratogenic science, universal wage slavery. Have you ever considered what is unique about post-collapse society? Trans-territoriality. Most political entities coexist on a global scale. The WTO has its enclaves, we have our settlements and churches.
You're not the first global church.
The point is that governmental units need not be territorial. The proof is all around us. After the collapse, communication grids came back up before industry. So what has evolved are many global associations incapable of seizing very much territory.
If the Order isn't territorial, why do you maintain an armed guard?
Military power will never vanish. What we hope, and Her Holiness once agreed with me, is that a global police force would end territorial wars and be just that. Police, like the Seekers in the Medina.
But whose police force?
Not important, so long as it knows how to keep order. Seek the way, my friend.
Окей, все прослушали, слава богу.
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. Scanners in the doorway will reactivate all your weapons. If you're trying to enter, you're out of luck. No admittance without an arcology passcode.
Окей, пошли туда. Ничего не скажешь.
You might as well do what the Order wants. You might turn up a lead.
Хоть бы кого-нибудь грохнуть, что ли, да.
Trying to keep it safe around here.
It's so good to see you again, darling. Any news about that apartment?
Apartment? Oh, that one. Already leased.
The Harvester will discuss.
What do I see? An exceptional young man. Modified, correct? Lovingly grown in an enclave. And now you step into the dangerous world. Stay ready, Tariq.
Am I about to get jumped or something?
Such a prize, A shame to send you straight to the chop shop. Perhaps you heard that I'm hiring a mercenary.
Yeah?
I am interested in the security chief in the unmarked suite on level 108 in the arcology. His tissues are heavy with biotech. Beta biocules, the next rev of the PSO-Chem architecture? Who knows? Maybe something beyond. I have a client who will pay handsomely to study one of his biomods.
How do you expect me to steal a biomod? Kill him and bring you the body?
Just kill him and my people in the morgue will remove the components I need. I like how you think. You will be well paid. Here, you will need this pass to enter the arcology.
For God's sake, leave me alone. Yes, I have closed the greenhouse. There was a murder there. The murder of my brother. The greenhouse will stay closed until I am certain that the Nassif family is safe.
I'm sorry about your tragedy.
Sorry? Who are you to be sorry? You killed the parents and now you come to kill the uncle? Well, the Nassif family is fighting back. Layla escaped and you won't find her.
I know your niece. She was my instructor at Tarsus Academy in Seattle. I'm not here to kill anyone.
No? Then what? Do you know who's after my family?
Everyone, as far as I can tell.
Funny. Ha ha. And meanwhile my daughter Ava goes missing at the Tarsus Academy in arcology. All of us hunted like greasels.
Tarsus Academy?
Right. Where Layla went to school. She helped her cousin get on the same track. To a decent life. Now we are targets.
Maybe I can help out. I'm on my way to the arcology.
And you are a Tarsus man? Yes? Well, perhaps you can have a word with the headmaster. I will give you my parental code, 74652. Tarsus is on level 107. Tell the fat bum I want him to return my calls. Where is my girl? Why couldn't Layla find her last night?
An interesting discovery. So Dr. Nassif has a cousin at the Tarsus Academy in New Cairo. The visitation pass will let you enter the school on level 107 of the arcology. Find the cousin Eva and see if she leads you to Apostle Corps.
Пипец, блин. Ветер, Павел, я...
It sounds like operations are going well. Show those Omar beasts we will not tolerate their pollution. And that's just the first step in our plans for this city. Once the right people are running things, every citizen will wake up. They'll finally see how important the battle for purity really is.
Hey.
Hi there. You have been conditioned by this society. You suffer from vasana, my seekers. Hindu yogis have also warned their followers of this flaw. You are too attached to the superficial and the material. Let me help you discover your true selves. Turn away from this false sense of self-limitation to know your true self.
How's it going?
Do not spread corruption and disorder. Acknowledge your responsibilities to your fellows and to the earth. Doing otherwise means polluting.
Attention residents of Old Cairo. The particle haze you are... No more congestion, no more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11.
Chicago, someone put you on my tail? You're a long way from home.
I'm on Dr. Nassif's tail, the program we came out of, Apostle Corps. It's based here in Cairo.
Apostle Corps?
The scientist who ran our training. Tarsus was a front.
Oh, this is some coincidence. Either there's a contract on my head...
Or maybe the Omar have an interest in the program that created us too. What do they have you doing out here?
Me? Protection.
Protection from what?
Anybody. A lot of people don't like Omar. Most people think they're freaks. Right now, supposedly, these Knights Templar fanatics are planning a raid, so I'm waiting for them.
All by yourself?
That's my assignment, but these cyborgs can fight when they have to. I just wish we had a better tip, like when the raid's gonna happen. Then maybe I could get some sleep.
Who tipped you off to begin with?
Someone in the village, but the Templar command is in the arcology. They have a recruiting kiosk there. We can't move people into New Cairo too easily.
I have an arcology pass. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Yeah? If it was me, I'd sneak up on the place and eavesdrop. Omar's schematics show a vent near the Tarsus School on 107, West Wall. One of the shafts leads to the kiosk. You could listen from inside the shaft. Be careful, though. Arcology support systems are secured against pests, whether transgenic or human.
You sure got a prime location for your business here.
We appreciate your resourcefulness in seeking us out.
I guess we'll see if it was worth my time and effort.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You are a welcome customer, having...
Go on, I'm interested in doing business. I heard you know where I can find a cure for the plague.
Yes, a cure has been developed by arcology scientists in the night counter-agent for aerial dispersal. We believe the research is in a private facility leased by the Templars in the Flight Bay 24 on arcology level 110.
Sounds like a valuable invention. Why aren't they manufacturing it?
Unclear. Perhaps you would be interested in investigating. The Omar can provide access to the air terminal in exchange for accepting a mercenary assignment.
Sure.
We desire schematic data on a new product being developed at that facility. Exoskeletal armor commissioned by the Knights Templar. A potential combat threat to our organization.
How do I get in?
First, you'll need a pass to enter the arcology proper. Take this one.
Thanks.
Then talk to the woman in the air terminal information booth. She works for us. We will tell her that you are coming. Say to her simply that you have a friend in common. Once inside the terminal, locate the armor and upload the schematic. You will also find your cure.
Okay. What are you selling?
I have 2 black market biomod canisters which enable non-PSOCAM functionality. Also, 3 concussion prox mines which you can plant on any flat surface to be detonated by movement within close range. As a
No thanks.
As you wish.
Scan complete. You are only minimally biomodified. We can help correct this.
I need a miracle to save my job. Please find a way to get that NG endorsement.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I've tried again and again to get accepted into... We're sick of you archaeology types coming out here, pointing and laughing like this is a theme park or a zoo.
I'm not sightseeing. I have business here.
We have no choice but to stay here. We don't get to go back inside your atmospheric barriers at the end of the day.
I don't live in the archaeology.
Our children can't sleep at night because they can't breathe this filth, but that's about to change. You look like you've got more than enough credits to buy breeders for our families.
I don't want any trouble. Let me just give you the credit.
It's good that you can see reason. Now go back to your penthouse in the archaeology.
There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You could also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
Нахуя ничего, довольно. Ой, господи, блядь. Такая хуйня ваша игра. А здесь пожилой Deus Ex, блядь.
You sure got a prime look? I guess go on. Sure. How do I think? Okay, what do you...
Нет, спасибо.
No thanks.
As you wish.
Такая херобора. Я балдею.
I ran across some Templars in the apartment.
Part of it, maybe. The Templar... One thing I am is dependable. No sign of trouble so far. A Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight. A Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight.
There were some murders here last night. It's only fair that I warn you.
I will never get anywhere at this rate. I've tried again and again to get accepted into the arcology. We're sick of you arcology types coming out here, pointing in.
I'm not sightseeing. I have
We have no choice but to stay here. We don't get to go back inside your atmospheric barriers at the end of the day.
I don't live in the arcology.
Our children can't sleep at night because they can't breathe this filth, but that's about to change. You look like you've got more than enough credits to buy breeders for our families.
I don't want any trouble.
It's good that...
There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You can also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
Survey region clear.
Close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school. But the headmaster assures me that she's safe. Still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
Reassembling tissues. Healing functions complete.
Auxiliary systems not responding. Greenhouse shutting down. Hydroponics failure.
Public medical terminal.
Has suffered critical failure.
Daily.
Climate control damaged. Situation critical.
Warning. Greenhouse atmosphere beyond safe boundaries. Vegetation losses have exceeded acceptable ranges.
I share your loathing of the Nasifs, but you become a threat to a community protected by the church. If you won't work with us, I suppose I will have to send in a task force to destroy you.
Нет, тушки нахуй, я пожалуйста загружу. Не хочу я нахуй такой, блядь, рисковать, блядь. Я лучше как-то с китаёзой, блядь, немножечко.
Need medical assistance? Experts recommend bots over human physicians 3 to 1.
Close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment for my parental pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school, but the headmaster assures me that she's sick. I'm still debating whether to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
Вообще ничего не понимаю, блять. Какой пипец, бля.
I've tried again and again to get accepted to our college. I guess I do not have the right pedigree to live with you rich types.
Ah! It's banned! Ah! It's banned!
Tourists are not welcome.
It's banned!
Ой, блядь, какая-то аркология, блядь. Пошли нахуй в аркологию, блядь. Сейчас какую-нибудь хуярыгу будем делать.
The Knights Templar welcome you, friend. Care to learn more about the cause for purity?
Since when does an ancient secret society set up a recruiting booth in the mall?
In our colleges, you mean? We present our message where it will do the most good in the enclaves of scientists, businessmen, engineers, the blind minions of Thanatos.
Oh.
The individual worker, careerist let's say, seldom understands how his small labor contributes to human history. Seemingly innocuous innovations in cell biology, nanotechnology, and computer science add up to a teeming substrate of new life. But it isn't life, it's death. It seeks to devour its clumsy organic creators.
You're talking about those freaks who get biomodded or turned into cyborgs, right? Wish there was something we could do about them.
There is, friend. Join our order. We work to reverse and eliminate corruption.
You really round up freaks and murder them?
Friend, let's not be too explicit. Let me say simply that no war is without its battles.
Sign me up.
Very good. No more for now. Our agents will begin watching you. When they approve your security clearance, one of them will make contact. Goodbye, and may purity prevail.
My associate will answer your questions.
Welcome to Pequod's Coffee for the Stars.
Stars?
Yes, superstars. Miss Withers, the manager for NG Resonance, just ordered a tall pecorino on ice. You heard that NG is having a concert here tomorrow, right?
Maybe you should ask her for an endorsement.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that. I bet the executives would make me the manager of the whole region if I could pull that off. Regrettably, Miss Withers said NG is pretty picky about that sort of thing.
Someone like NG Resonance probably wants to see a credit chip with lots of bits in it.
Well, I was thinking, the rumor is that Miss Withers is the one who makes decisions. If I could find someone who would approach her, maybe offer her some money.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'd like to make a trade. You look modified. Well, I have a biomod canister I lost and found, probably left here by one of those little rakes from the Tarsus school who are always playing spy games in the office suites. It's yours if you convince Miss Withers for me. Offer her a generous bribe.
Of my own money?
Unfortunately, the coffee business is very low margin. We will have to agree on a trade for the biomod. If you succeed, the central office will negotiate NG's fee.
It will be a book about rulers, you know? Great personalities. Because that is how things really get done. Country club, penthouse suite, bedroom.
SSC, at your service.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you at the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else. This is the Arcology's outreach kiosk. Any trouble, you can report it to me.
Lots of people coming and going.
The WTO handpicks cities for incorporation and citizens for membership. These enclave citizens then choose the best suited among their number to lead them. Such a system is...
Hi. Something's not sitting right. Shouldn't have
But I
ordered those
saw
eggs.
it in the news. All of Chicago gone.
I know it's scary, but don't worry, they'll find the terrorists. And we're very safe here in the Arcology.
They're making us do security drills at the academy.
We're on guard now. We take extra precautions. And the SSC is out in full force.
Daddy says the SSC couldn't fight their way out of a
Hello.
Medina playground.
Children, it's a tough time to...
I'm worried about the terrorists.
My daughter's upset over the situation in Chicago.
Hey.
Remember,
Is something wrong?
yes, I'm trying to get access to this hangar to see if it might explain these figures, and failing miserably. Whoever said the WTO has perfected bureaucracy has obviously never dealt with the Templars.
What do you mean?
The WTO is reviewing the Templars' duties and tariff payments, so they've dispatched me to do a proper audit. They may put on a show of amicability, but every time I try to actually see what's in that hangar, I get the runaround.
What do you suspect is going on?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, my figures suggest they're not paying nearly enough for transporting it via a WTO facility. Maybe you'd have better luck? A new face? If you get the info to us, we can make it worth your while.
I'll see what I can do.
Can I help you?
I believe we have a friend in common.
Ah, yes. He told me you were coming. The door code is 23489.
Locate the tower assault schematic in this hangar. We will be able to scan and upload it through your info link once you find it. You will also find information about your counterplay night in this hangar. Well done. Our enemies will become known to us. Return to the Medina for your compensation.
This shit just goes on forever. I have a good memory.
Initiated repairs. Functionality restored.
Did you turn up anything?
The Templars can't possibly be paying enough taxes on their little project. They're transporting powered assault armor, and in large numbers.
Very interesting. I'll be sure that this info gets passed along to my superiors, and that the Templars are punished for this violation. It's a serious offense, and here's a reward for your fact-finding.
This is not what I signed on for. I keep track of everyone who goes in and out of this hangar.
Severe damage. Danger, hull integrity failing.
Живой хромой. Так, ладно. Повеселились, хватит кого-то. Не знаю. Надо, не надо.
Thanks for checking into all that.
You're on your own now.
It's hard to explain terrorism to—
I've heard stories about the collapse. They scared me.
Hey.
Who the hell are you? I made it clear to the arcology chairman that NG would not arrive until tomorrow, and that regardless, there would be no solicitations, no endorsements, and no appearances.
My mistake. Sorry.
For a second, I thought you were that guy who runs the Pequod's coffee shop downstairs. The fool thinks that if he attacks me with a goofy grin, I'll convince NG to endorse the franchise.
You can't blame him for trying, I guess.
You could have at least given me my coffee for free.
You'd sell your influence for a cup of coffee?
It would be a start. I'm so sick of these nobodies expecting me to do special favors for them and not even having a few credits to compensate me for my trouble. What about you? Are you just a fan, or do you have a good reason for bothering me?
I'll check back when I have the money to make a reasonable offer.
Nobodies. I'm surrounded by nobodies. She doesn't do so bad for herself, considering the state of the economy since the collapse.
Блять, 300 гривен. Чё, блядь, ебанутый? Для подходящего предложения. Пошли вы нахуй. вашими этими, блядь. На посадочной палубе 24 на 110 уровне. Что искать дальше? Пусть. Ладно, сейчас я...
Repairing damage. Finished. Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Lieutenant, here is the soft key to the storage room at the back of the hangar. I need you to remove the Plague 11 files, the ones related to the cure, and bring them to me at the VIP overlooking Flight 83.
Meanwhile, heroes in the suite of 108. It's time. Shut the puzzle go down, but do it quietly.
Unbelievable. The chairman himself is a Templar. Maybe you should locate the files he was talking about and confront him in the hangar bay. But first, check out that Apostle Core facility on level 109. Your assignment will be to eliminate Dr. Nassif before she gives any information to the Templar extremists or to the WTO.
Next, they'll try to splice it into humans.
Good day. Proceed.
Found the molecular spec for the counter-nanite. Now put an end to the chairman's scheme by reprogramming the nanoformer bots to synthesize the cure. The bot kennels are near the exterior on level 107.
Repairing damage. Finished. Initiating repairs. Functionality restored. Public repair platform accepting task requests. Repairing damage. Process aborted.
Did you turn up anything?
The Templars can't possibly be paying enough taxes on their little project. Their transport...
Very interesting. I'll be sure that this info gets passed along to my superior.
Зря, конечно, не подрасчитал я немножечко свою силу.
weren't that expensive.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you in the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else in the world.
This is the Arcology's outreach kiosk. Any trouble, you can report it to me.
The WTO handpicks cities for incorporation and citizens for membership. These enclave citizens then choose the best.
Security Chief Morgan dispatched me to this location to find Dr. Nassif for questioning.
Yeah, I've got business with Layla too.
I know you've been working for the Order and that they may have reasons to want Dr. Nassif dead. I'm part of the WTO now, and we don't believe in vigilantism. I plan to enforce the law, no matter who threatens Nassif. We need her alive and conscious for quick information extraction.
According to the intel I've got, the Templars have her pinned down inside this facility.
We also suspect that there are a few bots gone haywire inside.
Sounds like a walk in the park. You stay here and guard the entry. I'll find Nassif.
Good idea. By the way, Chief Morgan wanted me to give you this biomod canister, a reward for securing the mag rail plans at Mako.
Great. Pass on my thanks.
Stick with us, Alex. The WTO is good to its people.
Don't let a bunch of pseudo-religious mystics turn you into an assassin. Locate Dr. Nassif and interrogate her. The WTO wants to get to her before she reveals anything valuable to the Templar terrorists. We think she may be holed up behind what remains of the Apostle Corps security system.
The WTO should crack down on these Templars.
they took the leader out of the city.
Why was he frozen?
Must have gotten sick. Probably some rich guy expects to be cured by future technology.
I don't think you're going to want to go much further, Alex.
Who are you? And how do you know who I am?
I'm the security chief for this facility. We were alerted to your presence shortly after your arrival in Cairo.
How did you survive the raid?
Let's just say I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Kinda like you do.
So you're modified? You must be the one the Harvester is interested in.
Oh no, I heard he's taken an unhealthy interest in my architectures. I even heard he's put out a hit on me.
Afraid that's the case. In fact, he hired me to kill you.
That would be a big mistake. You'll be marked if you start doing jobs for the Harvester, but there's no point debating about it. Tell you what, let me live and I'll give you the keypad code to the nanoformer bot bay.
You're pleading for your life, and that's the best you can do? A keypad code?
I won't give you the code here. I'll info-link it to you once you're at the entrance. That way I'll have enough time to get away. If you want the deal, just go to the bay door.
Окей, мне похуй.
Dr. Nassif should be here shortly. She's actually been working with the subjects directly, and I can hardly wait to ask her what they're like.
There she is, up ahead. Dr. Nassif turned you into a lab specimen, Alex. No one will blame you for killing her.
Твою мышь. Так. Ладно, ребят, на этом все вообще немножко закончить. Мне надо хуйна, не понимаю, как и предыдущий раз, куда мы идем, что мы идем. Если что я понял, просто пойму, вот и все. Вот и все. Также тут иллюминати, хренонати, это мы поняли к 4-му стриму. Вот так как. Чат мне говорит, мне долго жить, он вообще глючит, потому что я его смотрю у вас с телефоном и на нету второго монитора. Это очень блять, как все тяжко. общем, на сегодня все. Как-то так. Это был Deus Ex, Deus Spex. Дальше, как говорится, больше. В следующие выходные я еще постримлю. Это будет, наверное, уже последний раз, когда эту херомонтию стримлю. Вот. По-прежнему ни хрена ничего не понятно. Какой-то орден, шморден, кто они такие, кто против кого. Какое-то лекарство надо найти, еще чего-то. Музыка какая-то непонятная, невнятная. Что-то как-то где-то потихоньку развиваемся. Но так или иначе, следующий стрим последний, он будет 5-й. И я, наверное, закончу эту игру. Не буду я дальше проходить, ни себя мучить, ни вас мучить, потому что это нахрен никому не нужно. Вот такие вот пирожки с котятами. В общем, как-то так. Всем до новых встреч. Ставим лайки. Кто хочет, донайте. Можете смайлисы прислать из мемов. Бобрики и так далее, и так далее. Следующая неделя у нас рабочая. Поживем, увидим. С вами был Антоха. Всем счастливо, до новых встреч.